Check 1, 2. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Fig Files. Today we are going to roast and melt some more rich gold ore dust here. And there's even some other metals that I found in some rock that I'm not sure what it is. It doesn't look gold, it doesn't look silver. So I question, could it be platinum? Could it be palladium? I'm hoping. Anyway, let's get going. Let's weigh this stuff first, and then we'll see what I get out of it and go from there. Okay, let's see what we have here. I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the digital numbers here in the camera, but so we're tared out at 0.0 grams. Make sure to get every crumb out. Also, so we're at, we'll just call it in the middle at 2.7, 2.8 grams. Also wanted to show you guys, there's that chunk of metal right there. That came out of one of my specimens. I don't know what it is. A couple other little chunks too. Anyway, it's going to be fun to roast and melt this stuff and see what we get. Let's do this! Alright, I know I've gone through this before in a video, but let's do it again. Chapman's flux. The key ingredient. Some sodium carbonate. You can see that. A little bit of flux thinner. We want to at least double the Chapman's flux as to what the weight of my heavies are here, which was, let's say we'll say 2.8 grams. So okay, so we're gonna do, I had the math a little wrong in my head, just, you know, on my knees thinking. Anyway, 5.6, 5.5, whatever, close, grams of this to this. As for the sodium carbonate, we're going to do just a little bit, half of a tablespoon. Same with the flux, just a pinch of flux thinner in there. Let's do it. Let's dump the powder. Looks like I have some sort of powder already in there. Well, it's going to burn with the rest of my stuff. Piece of metal just fell in there. I don't know if my microphone caught that. All right, there we go. Now, fire up the scale. Chapman's flux. Too much there. Let's do it again until I get it right. A little slower this time. Too much there. Too much. Whoop. There we go. 5.8. That's close enough. Let's get that in the jar. A little moisture getting in here. Maybe a speck more. There we go. Thinner. Cover that up, give it a shake. Get rid of the scale. I mean, obviously there's not a whole heck of a lot in here, but you do have to shake it up, get it nice and mixed. Bought a new crucible. This one is for roasting my heavies. Look at that, graphite. And we're ready to roast. Roast the goods, probably about 20 minutes or so. Should be good enough. Alright, you guys, I did fail to mention that I roasted this stuff a while ago, about a year ago. So all I have to do is melt it, and that's why I mixed all this stuff together already. So sorry about that, I forgot to mention that. Anyway, I think it's time to light up the furnace. Yeah, let's warm up this crucible first. Not necessarily warm enough to get the moisture out of it. Not too much, you know. Okay, let's spark this thing up too. Let's get this on there. Change my gloves out because these will melt onto my hand. I'm going to let that heat up just a moment, about 5 minutes. Here we go. So you're going to want to, I'm going to want to have this cook for just about an hour to get all the gold melted out of everything else going on in there. Sorry for the background noise if you're hearing that. And to have all the gold stick together. Combine as one. Alright, you guys, let's get some gold. Oh, hopefully let's get some gold. Grand view of this here. There we go. Shut this down. Always take your extremely hot crucible, put it back in the furnace, and let it cool down very slowly, otherwise it will crack or burst. There we go, we'll let that cool. Okay, I think we have had this cool off enough. It's still warm, or hot even, but got my leather gloves on. Now the bead, I don't know what we have there yet, but the bead will always sit at the bottom. The heavies always fall to the bottom. Let's see what we have. Should be right in there somewhere. Get the glass busted up. Oh my. Okay, you guys, we've got something here. Hang on a minute. Hard to deal with gloves on. Look at that. Cleaned it up a little bit. There we go. I don't know what it is yet until I clean it up. But I'm willing to bet. Where are we? There we are. Willing to bet there's quite a bit of gold in there. I cannot focus. Anyway, it's anyway, look at that. Don't want to pick it up with my bare fingers yet because I'm sure it's still warm. I'll clean it up, hammer on it once, make sure the metal flattens and doesn't crack in half, and then test it. We'll see what we have. Alright, let's do the hammer test here first. That'll help clean this little bead up. It's a good sign. Oh. Yeah. That bead is flattening. Just what we want. Ooh, just went flying. I see it. Yeah. I need to clean this and test it. Do a drop test. Definitely precious metal in there. Let's do a weigh on this bead. Remember, the initial beginning weight of my rock dust, powder, whatever you want to call it, was about 2.7, 2.8 grams. So let's see what we have. Let's turn this thing on. Tear it out at 0.0 grams. Let's drop this thing. Looks like it's sticking at 0.7. It was at 0.8. This scale does not go to milligrams, so it's not the most accurate thing. But so we're around 0.7, 0.75 grams. And if you do the math, you know, a gram of gold right now is coming up on $100. $100 a gram, which is amazing in America here. And yeah, still have to test it though. Alright everyone, it is time to do an acid test on my little bead here. Sorry for the focus problem. I'm going to start off with 22 karat acid. See if it eats this stuff. Let's do it. So far so good. Look at that. Look at that. It is not eating the gold, you guys. 22 karat acid. So that means it's at least 22 karat. This little guy, my focus, I don't know what's going on with my focus here. Anyway. We'll call it 22 karat. So at 0.7 grams, let's just call it, 0.65 or something. It's $65, $70 for that little guy.
Thank you for watching. Please tap that subscribe button to help build my platform.